back in the building with the Rounds podcast. Hatchback, caveman, win, been good.
Feeling good, living good,
looking good over there, bitch.
Is your flirting beneficial? Like, is you getting us some deals with this flirting? Or you just flirting to stroke your ego?
He gonna think he getting an invitation. But when a man flirt with a woman,
real shit.
Same thing in the relationship.
Niggas I'm still with, I still
think that's an invitation to his bed.
Trill shit.
Big ups to the fam. Shouts out to the team. It's your boy Benjamin. That's good. Welcome to the Rounds podcast. If it's your first time rocking with us, make sure that you like, share, subscribe. Hit us up in the comment section. If you've been rocking with us, then you know what it is. 300, big T on it. Shouts out to my Rounds Ren, a.k.a. Can't Get Right. Caveman 55 and hatchback ENT. Was really good, fellas.
What's up? What up with it?
All good in the
Down
hood,
with it, fellas.
Shit, good to see y'all, man. What's going on?
We're slipping that cold weather. Nice warm weather, beach time. You heard me? Baby oil.
We skip right past warm, boys. It's 90 something out here. It's hot.
That's what I'm talking about. We got past the cold weather, baby all time, beach time. You heard me?
Yeah, that's why I say I don't know about the baby all, but
sun's out, guns out, baby.
Watch out. They flexing out here, baby.
Damn, why you gotta give me the I know I ain't where I need to be, but I ain't where I once was, baby. I can't hear your hat, baby. You looking crystal clear though. You're definitely HD.
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel fuzzy as fuck.
Yeah, this nigga come on with the new camera.
Damn.
Trying to step y'all game up, baby. Yeah, baby.
Damn, bro.
What's good though?
Like Juvie, them income tax checks out, huh? I'm about to go and flip that, huh?
Yeah. Say, bro. We have any today?
I got some news. I lost my damn wallet. Got to start over from scratch. And if you ever lost your damn wallet, this is my second time in my whole life. You feel me? So I don't feel irresponsible, but it's out of there.
Dog, I'm gonna give y'all a little. I like to pull the curtain back. The good news shit was Cleve idea. This motherfucker ain't never give us no good news yet. Well, I guess you losing your wallet might be good news for whoever find it, depending on how much cash you have.
No cash, it's all cards. Cancel.
Oh, well, yeah, you good. But it's just the inconvenience of having to get all your shit back. I done been there too.
And you don't know where you left your shit at, bro?
No.
Yeah, that's rough right there, baby. That's rough right there.
Lot sound like one of them lot lizards got to you.
Oh nah, dang.
You can't fall asleep. You can't fall asleep after you spending $40, bro. That ain't what
I got my son with me this week. He here.
Lessons learned.
That boy
you on the hiatus this week, huh?
Woo. Trying to shake back.
Sorry to be you, my brother. Sorry to be you.
Man, this shit crazy. Hey, bro, did y'all see I think it's the rapper out of the DMV. Everybody probably. Matter of fact, let me get this. Y'all do the damn thing, bro. Just for me, because y'all got to see this shit. I know y'all probably have, but
what's his name?
Everybody got shades on and shit, looking all extra. Hold the fuck on, man.
I was just about to tell you. There you go.
You did?
You don't need that. You HD. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta see this. I gotta see this video. I gotta see this video, man.
What are you talking about? What?
Watch this.
Go. Already on stage after 2. What?
Let's DC say put them lights up.
Wait, hold on. Was that somebody like by like that was like a
body
funeral or something? That was like a ceremony or something?
Yeah, bro, that was DC rapper Gunu. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. He got robbed and shot up in the hood. And
at the same club?
Nah, not at the club, just in the hood, got robbed, robbery gone wrong, wound up taking his life. And he had his funeral or whatever at the club, you know what I'm saying? That's how he wanted to go out or whatever. His mom then came out and made a statement, from what I'm getting, basically saying that's how he wanted to go out. And it sparked a goddamn debate on Straight Talk today that lasts for hours. You know what I'm saying? On whether it was right in the way it was done.
Disrespectful.
You say he requested that?
That was his last wishes.
That was his wish.
Yeah, his final wishes.
He wanted to be standing up in the club.
His services to be carried out.
What's your opinion on it?
My opinion is, why did he have that thought in his head? Like, why did he know he was?
We can't figure that out. He gone.
No, I'm saying he already doomed for saying that shit. But as far as, that just remind me of like Tupac and shit like that, right? He always talk about his death. He always talk about his funeral and all of this bullshit. And then but we never saw that one. But that's a different one. I think if that's what he requested, then they got to do what he requested.
Me personally,
I had a friend of mine. He had a family member that was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, right? And for his funeral, right, he was sitting in a big chair in his living room. He had Pittsburgh Steelers jersey on. He had some white pants, a Pittsburgh Steelers hat. He had a terrible towel all over. He had pictures of this one and trophies and footballs and all this Steelers shit all over the whole fucking front room. This shit was like nuts. And he was sitting there, you know what I'm saying, with his big jug in his hand.
That's what made us get so then what is inappropriate or what is within the boundaries? And I would try to keep the conversation within reason, because some of us like to go to extremes.
Right.
But at the same time, like, what do you feel is out of bounds? And that's what Lil Cleve trying to get to. Go ahead, kid, man.
Now, I'm gonna say me personally, because of how I look at the situation, I wouldn't necessarily think that was cool. That's because of how I believe. Now, for the way him and his people might believe, that ain't harmless. And I don't think it was a harmful thing. Looked like people was partying, having fun. So according to how they believe in their lifestyle, that was harmless. So they had fun. That's what they chose to do. But me personally, I don't do it. You feel me? So everybody got their own. But I don't think it was harmful. But I just don't agree with it. I think we taking things and try to put a spin on stuff, and we go haywire with it. And I think that's one of them situations. They're just taking it too.
I'm from a city where when you die, they take you on your stick and they be all out on the street, and we be all in the yard, and we be all on top of the house, and we be
second line all day.
But that's not common to everybody.
But what I'm saying is, that ain't really that far fetched from where I'm from. We used to.
See, the way I look at it, like, I think people make death this such a sad occasion. Even myself, I used to look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? I still look at it like that in certain instances. I done lost partners at a young age, and I felt like it was a really sad situation. On the other hand, when my grandmother passed, I really felt like it was a celebration. Like, she lived her life. She don't have to suffer no more. This and that. So to me, I think that might aid with the grieving process. Like, you're living out this person's last wishes, and kind of to kind of address what you was, I don't know where you was going with it, but you was kind of like, why would he have that thought? I think death is a natural part of life. As a person who sell life insurance, I know that, like, some people plan their final ceremony so it could go the way they want it to go. And if you don't tell people what you want, they're going to do whatever the fuck they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So as long as it's, to kind of piggyback on what Cleve said, like, for me, it might seem a little too much. Like, if one of y'all passed, God forbid, and y'all said that was your final wishes, I'd be like, man, what the fuck was wrong? I mean, I'm still a 10 or whatever, but it was just kind of
But this is
it
probably
would be different. Like that's the reason I put it out there on the chat earlier because I saw it and I was like, man, this is an outlier. We don't normally see this.
But I think that's getting into is gonna end up leading people into that red area. Now we in the club. Who knows what they was doing?
This is not the first time I've seen this.
Right,
You know
it ain't the first time, but it ain't the norm.
It's normal for some people. It's been happening. Okay,
right.
not
I have seen
every funeral ain't like that. Every funeral ain't like that, but it's normal enough that you know what I'm saying. I'm not really taken back by it.
I'm about to give you something you're gonna be. I'm about to give you something you're gonna be taken back by. We talking about what if somebody wanted to have oral sex at a funeral requested? That'll never happen.
Hold on. Wait, time out.
Wait, let him respond.
Hold up, Hats. I said I'm gonna make you get taken aback.
Just follow him real quick. Go ahead, Hat.
What you gonna say, Hat?
What the fuck that got to do with a funeral? That's something different.
Hold up. You ain't listening to what I said. I said, what if that was a request?
That's still something different.
I'm saying, would you think that would be a request from somebody?
Ain't nobody fucking follow. Come on, man. I'm going with that shit. That's something totally
And I knew
different.
that what your response was gonna be, and yet we pulled a video where somebody was doing it at a funeral.
So
I never.
He said that on the chat, and I bit his head off. Now you're just going too far extreme. Ain't nobody doing that shit. And then one of our other partners, he come on and was like, "Look, I got some videos of some different shit." And sure enough, we see a motherfucker with the casket open. The chick got the bikini on, hop on the dude's face, and ride his face while he's in the casket. You know what I'm saying? So
Did she suck his dick?
No.
That was for
I don't know what happened. We only saw a clip.
Cut it off. I don't want to see no more.
Yeah, it's enough. I don't know how far it went.
Dogs might come. That's enough. I don't want to see no more.
You gotta include a lot of people in them motherfucking.
There was a lot of people. It was some people.
No. I'm talking about the mortician and everybody got to be on board with what you talk. They got to set that up. That's not something you could do at the house. You hear what I'm saying?
The fact that it happened and it was set up.
I mean,
whatever your final wishes is, if within reason, the mortician and everybody gonna do their part to make it come to fruition.
Right, but
so now what Goody said, what's the limit? Where's the damn line?
Well, what I was saying was, who sets the standard for how one should be buried, what's considered proper, so forth and so on.
Their family,
just to trigger the brain.
Their family,
whoever
family.
But the family is still basing it off a larger scale. Generally, whatever society is deeming correct and/or the religious practices are accustomed into. You know what I'm saying? Well, and I'm just trying to find out who set right and everybody culture for the most part similar but different. So who would set those standards? Is what I would ask. Because like this dude here, he did his own thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this.
That's the kind of questions I was asking, just to kind of.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm more of a traditional. So I'm gonna go do the orchestra, the church thing. But now we got more free thinkers, more carefree people in this world. This next generation, they don't really tradition ain't really what it is no more. So they going whatever they feel.
I just think traditions change.
The same way.
The point I was trying to make: traditions change, and different stuff become acceptable.
He said tradition.
Whoa! But I'm speaking. But I'm saying, go ahead.
I think the generation behind us is kind of skirting a lot of
it's not traditional. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna sit there and change tradition and make the new thing the new tradition. It's kind of,
like I said, people been doing that throughout. Like I've seen that type of stuff throughout my life. It ain't just like recently. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The firemen, a long time ago passed away, and they did something similar like that to him. You know what I'm saying? Put him in the truck and blah blah and ride him around, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think we're gonna start seeing more of it because we live in a copycat society, right. And like what you're saying, it's not a new thing, but back in the gap, the fireman you talking about, that shit ain't go viral. This went viral, so that's gonna plant a seed in somebody else's head, like, now that's an option for my homegoing services. I may not have even considered that as an option before I saw that.
But look, shout out to Diddy Bop. But look, you know how a funeral everybody's sad. Ain't nobody sad in this option. Even if you in there with your brother, you was crying at first, but they playing, you're partying. All of that sad feeling, that might be a nice,
Honestly, a good dog, I would want my funeral not to say don't prop me up and all that shit, but I want it to
have
be a celebration.
Fun, right?
I don't want motherfuckers around and this and that. I want, I want it to be an event, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like he had. There was
that's what I was saying too. Like, to me, it's kind of what you're into. Like, you might just want to have somebody come around, play whatever music you like, speak whatever about you, so forth and so on, partake in whatever, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of depends on the individual at the end of the day. And to me, if it's not no deviant shit,
right,
we should just kind of let motherfuckers do what they want to do.
I mean, even I don't know.
I'd rather keep it.
I guess each his own. To each his own, man. Like we can't paint, with a broad brush what's appropriate and inappropriate when it comes to, burials and customs and things of that nature. There's things that people did long time ago that some may call satanic, and some may call, you know what I'm saying, immoral or whatever. People were buried with other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a king or a dignitary, somebody died, you know what I'm saying, a couple hundred years ago, motherfuckers sword stabbed in the side and throw them down there too. You know what I'm saying? He needs somebody with him in the afterlife or whatever, however that fucking go. So, I mean, I don't think a little popping bottles in the club with a little sparklers, I don't think that's a problem. Now, if they would have had him on the string like puppets and shit and had him dancing and shit like that, now that would have been.
My only pushback is how far we gonna end up going, because we just seen one when the girl was riding the man's face at the funeral. What up, G?
I didn't
good
see
to
that.
see you, Round.
Hey man, that's the homie.
What's down with you?
What's good?
What's up, Round?
Man, it's been a minute, boy. Look, I ain't see y'all in a minute. You hear me?
What's down with it, baby?
Not much, dog. Look, excuse the noise. Look, I'm a father, daddy, everything. I got wash machine going, everything. You hear me? But glad to be a part of the, the podcast, bro. Keep it going. Just join. I'm late. You heard me? I don't know what we on.
Shout out to Diddy Bob with the Tupac lyrics.
He said, "Bury me smiling with G's in my pocket."
Have a party every funeral. Let every rapper rock and let the folks that used to know from way before.
Standing up or whatnot, had the little funeral service at the club. We was kind of talking about that. Just how you feel about
I saw that
and shit.
I don't know, man. I think it's too much. To me, you know what I'm saying? I think it's too much, man. I mean, the old-fashioned funeral, let that person rest, you know what I'm saying, and do it the traditional way. I mean, I don't know. I have reservations, but I done seen different ones. They had a cat on a motorbike, you know what I'm saying?
Told you.
Look, it's too much for me, bro, you know what I'm saying? But hey, to each his own, you know what I'm saying? Everything. People getting creative. It's a new day, I guess. So
you say it's a bit much. I'm gonna ask you a question. Say you at the funeral, one of your loved ones died, but we at the club, and I'm saying, dog, you ain't gonna be feeling like you felt at the church. You in there crying, we hugging, making. I'm gonna miss him, but we at the club. You know what, dog? Look, for our brother, we in that party, and them tears ain't there. We know he gone, but we having fun.
I feel you. But I'm like, in that moment, I ain't thinking of the club. You heard me? I'm like, that's my dog.
Because you ain't in the club.
People. I'm a drink to it. You heard me? I'm a wild. I'm going to do my thing. But, I'm like, the club thing, I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? That's probably me or somebody else.
Dog. The tears gonna roll back, bro. They're gonna drink. They're gonna go back a little bit. We up in the partying.
That's true. I mean,
like motherfuckers celebrate a funeral. You know what I'm saying? And it is not at the club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it can still be a celebration, and it don't have to be at the club, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I like I said,
but that won't hurt either, though.
I'll let you judge if it's hurting or helping. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all hear about the because I know a lot of people not big on the Biden administration. Y'all heard that they signed the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill?
I heard it.
I'm aware.
I think it's go ahead.
Thoughts?
I think it's a little overdue because we ain't getting lynched. We getting shot.
A little overdue. I say that motherfucker like 100-something years overdue.
Like who getting lynched? We getting shot.
But that's what is it
gonna
like,
do?
right?
What is it gonna do? What's it gonna do?
That's what I was gonna ask. What's the bill? What is it really? What is it embody? Like
It's a symbolic gesture to say I gave y'all something.
Yeah,
I did something for y'all.
What is it gonna do?
I ain't gonna do shit.
Right. I made it a hate crime.
Look, go ahead and cash me out for the 40 acres and the mule. You heard me? I take that money and go ahead and do my dizzle.
Okay, so like make it a hate crime. So instead of manslaughter, they're gonna get
another 10 years.
I doubt it.
This the problem I have with it more than anything else. What motherfucker tell us? If you want to make a change, you got to get out and vote. Our ancestors died for us to vote. Vote. And motherfuckers been voting consistently since they done beat that in our head. Now, when I go vote, I've never seen an Asian person in the fucking line. It didn't take them 100 years to get to their bill passed. No, motherfucker saw a couple Asians get snubbed, and in a month they had a fucking bill.
Fucking TikTok video. That's all it took.
So should they have not passed the bill?
What bill? The Asian hate crime bill? Or
Emmett Till Emmett Till.
Well, they definitely should have passed it. They just should have passed it like 75 years ago.
But what are you passing the bill? What is it doing? What is the bill gonna do? What's in the bill? What it's gonna do? How is it gonna benefit us? What the fuck is really in it?
Something if somebody fuck over us, they're gonna have to answer to that bill, which more than likely ain't gonna occur because we ain't getting lynched, but it's just there to be there. Paperwork.
You call it what you want.
Paperwork.
It's kind of like what they did. I don't know if it was the beginning of this year, the end of last year, when they took all the racism out of breakfast. They took Aunt Jemima away. They took fucking Uncle Ben's, and ain't nobody asked y'all to fuck with the pancakes. We asking y'all to stop the police from killing niggas, and they took Aunt Jemima off the fucking pancake box.
But look, this is the thing about it. People acting like. Now I know this is kind of off the subject, but since you said it, the Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's rice and all of that shit, right? Mm-hmm. People act like as if that was some type of racist shit, and I don't fucking get that. Because those are icons during that fucking time. Those people existed, not really in reality and flesh and blood, but that type of person existed during those fucking times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was no slap in the face. I think when folks get you riled up, they can get you to say anything is fucking racist. But to be honest, not erasing part of your culture and your history from everything else. You understand what I'm saying? Everything was black at one fucking point, but now they're getting all that out the way. So now it's really detaching you from what the fucking foundation of the people in America who started making these products. You understand? This shit is kind of, I don't know, it's backwards. But as far as the other shit, I just don't get it, bro.
I'm with Juve, dog. I want my motherfucking reparations. I want my daddy records. Ain't nobody ask y'all. Well, we did ask about the lynching bill years and years and years and decades ago, but now, like, it's just like a symbolic gesture. So when
that boy said he want my daddy records,
that shit crazy.
That shit my fucking daddy records, man.
Well, look, it might have been a lynching bill. It may have, and I haven't read it. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really curious, but I'm really curious about it now. And I'm gonna pull the shit up and I'm gonna go through it. But I hope they don't have no shit like, you know, no public lynchings with the, you know, hanging in the noose. And
right. The old like that's happening
times. You know what
I'm saying?
Was the whole Ahmaud Arbery case, would that fall under the Emmett Till bill?
It should.
I think it should.
That the Mike Brown and that's what I was gonna say, because nowadays they're killing us in other ways, but it's the equivalent of a modern day lynching. What they did with Mike Brown, the way they left his body in the street for hours on end, that was to serve notice. That was subconscious and psychological shit they was doing.
George
In the
Floyd.
neighborhood, we
That's
killed
another-
bitches. We killed niggas like you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's an excellent point you bring
So
up.
y'all think
only
now that we didn't read it, y'all
to the
think
old
that's
school
enough?
lynching?
Y'all think it's worded that way?
Would the Trayvon Martin situation fall under that crime bill as well?
I highly doubt
I think
it.
it should. I don't know. I think it should.
Why wouldn't it? He tracked him down and he fucking murdered him.
Yeah.
I know
Anything
this
that's
gonna
done
be
out of
my feel,
hate,
how this motherfucker still alive?
I don't know.
How is Zimmerman still alive? All these gangster motherfuckers in Florida and everywhere else. How is this motherfucker still alive?
I can answer that.
And that's what I be saying. You
I can answer that.
You know, your Crips, your Bloods, your GDs, your Vice Lords, all you gang motherfuckers, all of this shit. You be killing
Cleaver
niggas.
blood, look at him. He just got joined. He just joined in. Look at him.
It's just a sunny day outside, dog. Just feeling good. You hear me? Red, blue, rainbow. You hear me? I can tell you why George Floyd's still alive, dog.
George Floyd's not alive.
George Floyd dead. That was another public lynching.
George Zimmerman, my bad. Because most people, niggas don't care about each other. Them boys who thugging don't care about no damn Trayvon Martin, they'd have probably killed his ass. Just saying it. But people don't really care about nobody, dog. Them boys who could have killed George Zimmerman, they'll walk right by him. Just being honest, they don't care. He ain't fucking with them. He ain't interrupting their shit.
Right.
And that's why. You feel me? So
I feel like to sum it up, I feel like the lynching bill is like a pacifier. You know, when you give a baby a pacifier, it's just to stop him from crying, but it don't really address what the issue really is.
It's gonna make them hungry. It's not gonna make them full. They're not gonna eat nothing.
Right.
They're just gonna be hungry. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, I don't know what could really be done with that.
And I'm well.
I feel like we
have to stop. We have to stop hating in the bullshit. Like real talk. Like this whole fucking last election. And I'm not down with elections. I really don't even give up about that. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother conversation. But it's like they talking about like when Ice Cube came and he said some stuff and he wanted some issues to be resolved and he put it out there. He said there needs to be a contract with Black America. And he wanted to talk to Trump. And he wanted to talk to the Democratic whoever was going to be, you know what I'm saying, running against them to say, hey, if you guys win, this is what we want. This is what we want. We don't want no motherfucking bullshit crime bill. You know what I'm saying? We don't want, you know what I'm saying, Black Lives Matters written on the fucking streets. You know what I'm saying? We don't want, you know, Black Lives Matters written on the motherfucking courts when we watching niggas play basketball and shit. That's right. That's not real tangible things. You know what I'm saying? Right. And when Cube said that, they was talking about him like he was, you know what I'm saying, some type of fucking sellout.
Right.
Because our people so programmed, a motherfucker who actually bold enough to demand something in exchange for their vote, that sounds fucking weird. How dare you expect these white folks to actually earn your vote?
Ren, that's what voting is. That's what lobbying is. That's what all of these interest groups do. They put pressure on you through the withdrawal of finances or through paying finances to get what they want accomplished, to get bills passed, to get fucking things moved, to get laws written in their fucking favor.
You heard what that man told us? You heard what that man told y'all? If you don't vote for him, you ain't black. I ain't vote for him, so what the fuck am I now?
Right. But look, we on their ass
about American, Ren.
But think about it. We on their ass
not
about
African-American.
Look,
y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what he mean.
Think about what's happening.
Michael Blackson.
Go ahead.
Motherfucker. He's an African-American. You ain't no
and Charlize
African-American.
But think about it.
You don't even know where we come from, to be real with you, bro.
No,
you don't know where we come from.
American.
It's been stripped from us since day one. The thing that we can't trace nothing back. Only thing we could trace back is to the slave name. We don't know what name it was prior to that. If we trace it back, it's gonna trace back to the boat or whoever slave owned us. I got LeBlanc as my last name, bro. That's not my real name. That's why Malcolm X said X at the end of his shit. He didn't say Malcolm whatever. He didn't conform to that last name. He said Malcolm X. You feel me? You don't think so?
That's not true. That's not true. I'm gonna ask you this.
Go for Pedro.
Have you ever tried to trace? Have you tried to trace your roots?
Yeah.
You try to trace your family roots?
Yeah.
It's just the avenues and
you can't go back past my last name LeBlanc. I can't go back past that. Too much for anybody that was way back past that. Was a slave name attached to their name.
Who told you that?
Huh?
You can pay the white folks.
Trace it back. You
pay the white folks on Ancestry.com and they'll tell you where they took your people from.
You feel me? But at the same time, what's the name? What's your last name?
Think about that. I'm kidnapping you motherfuckers in 300 years. You can pay me to tell me where I took you from.
Let me ask you a question.
And then you got to believe that if it's true.
Then you got to believe that.
If it's true.
Let me ask you this
question. Fred Sanford had a question that said he was the king of the Jews.
Shut up, please. Shut up, please. We talking about some real shit here.
I'm saying, I want to hear what you said.
That's what he found.
Who told you was a slave and you come from Africa?
I'm not a slave.
No, who told you that your descendants was slaves from Africa? Who told you that?
No, so I didn't say from Africa because that's not even proven at all.
Okay,
that we
from anywhere.
Whitey told that story.
All right.
Whitey told that story. Okay.
Yeah.
That's his story.
Now you say your name LeBlanc, right?
Yeah, that's French.
Okay. French. You from Louisiana?
Yeah, New Orleans.
So why the fuck that can't be your name?
All right. I trace back.
The first Frenchman that came from France to Louisiana. Well, black as your shirt.
Who told you that? Hold on. Who told you that, Hatch?
Listen.
Who told me that?
Right.
You want me to? I can show. I can trace my family. I can trace my family back to the 1700s. I got birth certificates.
On the first,
right.
Hold on. On the first French one was black. That's what you got? Because you said
absolutely. Yes.
You got his birth certificate.
No, I ain't got his birth certificate. The first black Frenchman, dumbass. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah, get you. Boy. Try to trip you up.
He can't get me. He too small minded.
What's his name?
What's whose name?
The first black
Frenchman.
There's no first black Frenchman. People in France.
You said it.
No, I said the first people that were French that came to Louisiana was black. That's what
Who told you that?
Look.
Hold on, let him get his spill off.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jules.
I'm saying the world is a dark place.
True.
Europe was a dark place. The people in Germany, the people in Vienna, the people in France and England, in Scotland, in Wales, and those are black. Those were dark-skinned people. The first immigrants from Europe to come over here were dark-skinned people.
You got your information.
So you say you did some
information. Look, somebody told him just like somebody told you.
No,
nobody told you. Look, I can easily share with you my references. I can easily share with you that, and you can look for yourself. I'm not here to teach you. I'm saying, but I'm not gonna let you say nothing wrong to damn yourself in front of me.
So look, I feel you, Hatch. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now I looked up some shit because I wanted to know my heritage, right, or where I come from.
Bet.
Found out one of the guys that was one of the slave owners named LeBlanc that was in Louisiana used to be sleeping with all the slaves. Had all kind of, listen what I'm saying now, had all kind of babies and over to where this nigga got banned from Louisiana for sleeping with the slaves and having babies. Now, when you look at my heritage and my family, you look at my grandma, straight white looking. I mean, I see what you're saying, part of it, but you got to take in consideration the other part. It's still slave related.
Not really, because this is the thing. When we talk about slaves, we have to take out our minds this whole whips and chains and fucking this root shit. It wasn't like that. Slaves is just another synonym for employee. That means they worked for somebody.
We didn't get whipped with chains from.
Man,
that didn't happen. No. If I apply for a job, dog, and niggas say slave,
this was before HR.
In the place of employee, nigga, I'm not hired.
They didn't have it written down as slaves.
I feel you.
What I'm saying. It was something different. These were contracts with children. The shit, it ain't as old as they say, and it wasn't like they said. That this story has been fabricated to make you think that you're in a free state now. You're just in a prolonged state that they were in. We still in the same shit. It's just
so what
same
makes your
soup, wrong bacon.
references? What make your references correct over the references we read? What just
I could
guarantee?
tell your dumb ass ain't read shit. I could tell you just
I'm
going.
learning from the same school all everybody else on the chat learned from.
See, there you go right there.
So that's
There you go
reference.
right
So these plantations in the river parishes, that's not real things. They didn't actually house slaves. They housed employees. Because I was forced to take field trips to these motherfuckers, and they had rusty ass fucking shackles and handcuffs.
My wife's family.
None of my jobs ain't never shackled me or handcuffed me, dog.
We talking about before HR and all of these fucking. It's the reason why we got all of these rules. What we can't do when we get employed is a rule, because at one time niggas did all kind of shit. You know
I'm gonna disagree with this.
So you saying the slaves?
Hold up.
Were the slaves willfully employed? Did they go fill out applications for them jobs? Did they want that job?
I'm saying.
Listen,
a motherfucker just gave them a job they didn't have no motherfucking say so on and refused to let them quit.
It wasn't like that. It was as simple like, just say like your family owned a rice farm, right? And somehow, rather through taxes or whatever, your family was fucked out of their land, right? So you kicked off the land, but you know what? You really don't have to go nowhere. You can stay and you can work a parcel and you'll get 10%. You get to keep 10% of the crop, sharecropping and things of that nature. That's what was the majority in the South.
So they actually were getting paid for their labor?
You can call it pay. It wouldn't fucking eat. It wouldn't right.
See, my point is, what make your references
that wouldn't really pay. That's just enough to keep you alive to keep doing the job.
Right. But answer this question: what make that reference, wherever you got that information from, more true than a reference that we got from slavery and whips and chains?
Because it's a primary resource document. You know what that is?
Go ahead, enlighten me.
That means it was written during the times that it happened. It wasn't written by some white boy 100 and 200 years later. You see what I'm saying?
That's what they told you?
No, that's not what they told me. That's what
you weren't there when they wrote it to say this.
But we could trace back we could trace back and see some of these employees being sold. They have actual receipts from back in that time frame as well. Like motherfucker can't sell me. I sell insurance, nigga. They can't sell me to Burger King right now.
That's not the same thing, bro.
I'm gonna disagree.
I know it's not the same.
That's not the same thing. And
wait, so Hash, I'm trying to understand where you're going with it though. Like, so you saying like slavery wasn't slavery, or you saying it wasn't I guess perceived how we perceive it now? Or I'm trying to figure out where you're going with it.
It didn't look like the Kunta Kinte story.
You ain't taking Harriet Tubman from me.
Harriet Tubman, okay.
I'll be down.
Did you ever really have a?
well, okay.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, I'm reading the chat. Why didn't they leave then?
Why they couldn't leave? They was held captive. That's slavery. That's holding you bondage. That's like you don't have no rights. You gonna like you said. Ren said about the rice farm. You said right. You gonna pick this rice up.
When they went from
I tell you, I'm gonna whip the shit out you.
When they went from the agricultural stage to the more of the industrial stage, right? You got people in the fucking house. That's those can be hands, right? You can. He's old enough to work. She's old enough to work. You can get some money to help pay for your family. If you go back and start reading some of this shit, dude, like you'll really see that the nation of our people, our great grandfathers and mothers, they were fucked over because they were put to work as kids. You understand? And they
have to revisit this one. I want to see some of the literature that you referenced.
Absolutely.
What we gonna do? But we gonna do that. We gonna do that our next live, bro.
I definitely appreciate the perspective.
And what we gonna do too is get some of the I would say the alternate perspective, but to me, it's what's generally widely accepted. You feel me? And then we gonna we gonna come with the indigenous to this actual continent theory as well. You know what I'm saying? We can kind of discuss both. And
I know the Constitution is real.
Come
and
on,
I know,
real
I know
fine.
they fucking view us as humans. And I know if you don't view a motherfucker as a human, you don't have to give them basic human rights. And I know we still fighting for those basic human rights to this day.
I know the black Muslims
real.
wrote the Constitution. I know some black Moors that wrote the Constitution.
We're gonna revisit.
So they didn't view themselves as people.
You on the Moors?
That wasn't in the Constitution.
With the Moors.
That had to be ratified and put into there later.
So it was in there at some point. I'm talking about the point once it was ratified and added. Now it's in there.
No, like when you get a book, right? And it's revision 1, revision 2, revision 3, and it was already
that real.
Oh well, you just gotta do a little investigating.
I'll be goddamn.
Bro,
some say that she not.
Hey, we definitely gonna have to come back to this one. I won't pick your brain so much. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, you be putting us on, so yeah, I'm ready for that.
I got some shit for you though. I came on late, but I'm definitely gonna be back. But I want to get into a few other things. I'm talking about Amin Ra and all that.
What I need y'all to do is, I need you to go research. I do
it all day.
No. I need you to research to prove me wrong.
Okay. And so what you want me to research before we go? What you want me to look up to make sure?
Wherever you want to go with it. I'm saying it's your research. I can't tell you where to go. But
I'm saying what you saying, so that way, if I have a combative statement,
start with this.
Start
with your family name.
All right.
In Louisiana, and watch how many black LeBlancs you see.
Oh, of course.
I'm not talking about now
because the fucking slave owner was fucking all of them.
I'm not talking about now. I'm not talking about now. Look, my grandfather 6 times, right? His name was Martin Hollier. Hollier. Holleier.
Mm-hmm.
He was from France, right?
Okay.
Black man. Later changed his name to Martin Howard, Howard, to sound less French. A lot of them names was like that. A lot of people did that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Louisiana was one of the most populated of France, of the French people. And they, people say, well, I'm from New Orleans. I'm Creole. I'm French and Indian. Well, yeah, that's what you is. But when you say Frenchman, don't think he looked like motherfucking Luigi or Mario or fucking.
Oh, no, I ain't saying that either. I feel you. Yeah, there's some Frenchmen that's straight black. It's French. Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying it's not that cookie cutter straight to the point simple that.
But it is.
This didn't derive from.
It is.
From slave owners sleeping with slaves.
Where you from? Where you from? Where you from in the city?
From Gertown.
All right.
17th.
In the seven ward. That was
I moved there too.
That was a lot of Frenchmen in the 7 ward. And before the 80s, you couldn't really fuck around in the 7 ward if you was black. If you was dark skinned. They did the brown paper bag test. If you was darker than the brown paper bag, this real shit.
I know.
You couldn't fuck around over there because that's their tribe. See, we right today, we are blanketed as black across the fucking nation. And that's stupid. We were never that. We are a bunch of different peoples, a bunch of different tribes, a bunch of different nations, a bunch of different everything. But we blanket ourselves all the way across, and we're one thing. We all
blanket everybody.
I'm gonna need y'all to make
sure. You could be Irish, you're a white boy. You could be Italian, you're a white boy. I blanket everybody.
Rank for y'all strong.
Well, how you gonna find?
We the only one sitting at the table without like you got Caucasian, you got Mexicans. Everybody has some type of what's the word for it?
Culture.
To sit at the table and converse with different nationalities or whatever. We the only people that have nothing We across the board. We, like you said, it's just a bunch of shit, but nobody's sitting there and have nothing.
I don't agree. I don't agree. We are sitting. We are the pool boys in the mansion, and our daddy own the fucking mansion, and we don't know that.
I feel you on that. I get you. But who running it now?
And it's a reason. It don't matter. Listen, they can't hold it forever, bro. Nothing lasts forever.
True.
Nothing lasts forever.
But it take us waking up and opening our eyes, bro, and coming together.
It'll happen.
Right about that.
It may not be forever, but if it's your entire lifetime, that's forever to you.
It's a mindset, bro.
It's happening.
It's a mindset.
What I was about to say,
I'm no longer
in your lifetime, but you probably won't. Hopefully your kids experience it. Or their kids. You just try to stay positive with it. You know what I'm saying?
Why it gotta be hopefully? Why it can't be willfully? See, that's the problem. Everybody don't want to fight for freedom. You see what I'm saying? They want to hope for freedom and let it fall in their lap and hopefully. No, what's your participation in it? What you trying to do? And you said it earlier. The first thing is mindset. Like you have to get away from what they tried to make you. They made you a nigga. They put you in the ghetto. We never lived in ghettos.
Look, I'm a niggas regardless. Because I'm gonna be real with you right now. If you want to speak on that, niggas, Negus, is king. That's where it came from. And then they twist it around and start saying niggas. To degrade shit. You heard me? So I'm telling you.
And look,
we got some talking to do. I'm with you. I know some shit too.
I know where you're going at.
Negus is not king.
I know where you're going with that.
That's an Ethiopian term, and that ain't got nothing to do with. But that had nothing to do with us. That's what these Pan-Africans and all of these, try to lump the shit in to make it sound better, so we could, to ease it over the slight. No.
But you don't think it have nothing to do with each other at all? Nope. Niggas.
And look, and that's why I say, nigga, you got to bring forth your proof and shit, because
I will.
I'm saying on to everybody who ultimately involved in the conversation.
What you do is you look in the text. You look in the text. When was the first time this word was used? Who used it? Who did they refer to?
How would you ever be able to know the first time a word was used? Like how you going?
You look at the books. The oldest the books. You look at the older books.
That don't so the first time nigga said nigga, somebody wrote it down?
No, what I'm saying is you looking at the older books to see what during a time period you can tell what the fuck they were saying, what words they were using. That shit ain't really that old.
About the etymology of the words.
Right. You got to see when they first started using it. And then you can tell where it come from and what it really means when we saying this word, nigga. Right.
Nah, bro, we got maybe 10.
And it ain't king.
15 minutes. We definitely got a little carried away with the conversation, but it's a good one, dog.
I ain't no such thing as carried away. Fuck that. We ain't on no timetable.
Nah, but I'm loving that though. I'm loving that, bro.
You want to sink your teeth into it, you know what I'm saying? But on that one,
we're gonna do that on the Patreon. They got to pay for that. I spent a lot of time and money, you know what I'm saying, learning this shit. So I ain't giving this shit away for free. They're gonna have to pay me for that. But I could put some references up to shoot you in the right
direction. I don't know if I won't hear no more. You gonna take Harriet from me. That's what get me up in the morning.
Okay, what has Harriet Tubman done for you?
Her story. That's what it done for me.
Has done what?
I ain't mad at you on the story.
We're gonna do this later.
I mean, they got stories out the ass.
That's one of mine.
At the end of the day, what can you get from the story?
That story was used to take land from black people.
But that's why I say we got a lot to talk about.
That's what the records say. That's what the land records say.
Nope.
Before we get out the dope.
Nope.
Yesterday we was on. Y'all was talking about infidelity. You feel me? And Hatchet, you brought up having a work wife.
Yeah.
Which led us to the conversations about somebody capturing one's mind, what the cheating really start, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to just the physical act. So, and though we got those who would just, you know, go out, hit something real quick and not necessarily have any mental attachment or emotional attachment. It's just the physical act. Which one do you think is more damning, if one? Which one may be more forgivable? You know what I'm saying? So forth and so on. Just to kind of pick back up and spin what we was with that topic.
If he got your head, he got your ass.
Period. No, we saying if he ain't got that part, is he got one or the other? That's the comment, the conversation. One or the other.
No getting around it, you think?
If he got your head, he got your tail. Period. It just ain't happened yet.
Right, that's one point. He ain't get it yet. You probably get
which is more damning, if he's gotten the tail and don't got your head, or he just got your head and he ain't got the tail yet?
I can answer that easy. Getting the tail. That's more damaging.
I think the physical is more like ain't no coming back from that. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker can have your mind captivated and y'all don't go to that next level, and then, you know, some shit could change. You know what I'm saying? But if a nigga done fuck, he done fuck. Ain't no coming back from that.
It had women that I used to work with, right? I ain't never laid a hand on them. But not like I couldn't have. They be talking about their man like they ain't shit. I ain't never fucked them, but they fucked in the mind. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's equivalent. The physical part is that's just for you, but you already lost her here.
Right. That's if like you could be looking at one of them,
and that's probably worse because you in the blind.
Right. Like he was in front of one of them women husbands, you could look at him and say, "Man, you don't even know your old lady, but if all I gotta do is ask her."
And
you ain't got it, but
if you done already rammed her down, ain't you looking at him a little more? Like, dog,
even if you didn't get it though, like you said, she telling him how bad he is. Now he know he could knock her down, but he didn't.
And anytime he won't. Like that's not
so he goes look up and stand around her husband and already know she about to give it up, and he ain't give it up yet.
On the other foot, if you drop some dick off, your girl gonna be pissed you did drop some dick off. But when she know you got some type of emotional tie to that bitch,
y'all going to lunch every fucking day. Y'all going to lunch every day.
You know what I'm telling this whole your business and you caking and you doing, man, in that time being spent and
that's where the respect get lost. That's where you bitch ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole different thing.
Look, she might hit you with you could have just fucked the bitch.
And that was gonna be the first thing they said. If it was a one time, I could see it because the bitch is fine. I mean, I got eyes, you got eyes. I can see the bitch is fine, but
you invested though.
Right,
you start getting invested, it's wrong. It's wrong regardless.
I mean, it's wrong regardless. You violated either way.
But it's different on our angle though. I ain't telling her you should have just got some dick.
Right.
Yeah, that ain't.
No, we ain't saying that, and it ain't different.
The woman will say that though.
Fellas, we gotta stop saying it's different, fellas. We gotta stop saying it's different. We the same as them. We got penises, they got vaginas, but we still people, dog. We still
spiritual. They forgive and we don't. You crazy.
I don't want to hear that shit. Women forgive.
Yeah, that's real.
If you a real nigga and you gonna spit it like it's supposed to go,
I believe that.
If you gonna spit it like it's supposed to go, they'll forgive you. I mean, if you sincere about your shit. But if
we don't forgive them. They forgive us.
Oh, I forgive.
It
took me a minute though.
I forgive. You gotta forgive.
You got to though at some point. To me,
what kind of person?
Forgiving ain't for them. Forgiving is for you though. Forgiving is for you to move on. Forgiving is for your peace of mind.
Right. You gotta protect your energy, bro.
We talking about forgiving and you stay together type of forgiving. Not forgiving. I'll forgive you, but I'm gone. You cool with me though? I ain't talking about that.
Right.
No,
I'm with you.
That's not what
I'm talking about. You ain't into my bed no more. I'm out of here.
You mad?
They got men that cheating on that have forgiven their woman.
That's not common. That's not a common thing amongst men to do that.
No, it's not a common thing amongst men to admit that. You can't stay Like you don't know who's forgiving who. You don't know the
Right.
dynamics that went down behind closed doors.
Okay, but it's a woman thing to forgive infidelity more than a man. Don't try to make it seem as it's
only in the public. Only in the public. Only in the public.
Stop this.
Only in the public.
Stop this, man.
That's
I mean, I'm with it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've grown a lot.
Common knowledge: women forgive more than men.
That ain't common knowledge.
We doing this?
Not.
That's not common knowledge.
So we gonna just change narrative because we feel like y'all know this is real.
That's not real. That's just what you saying. Just like they say.
So y'all saying it's 50-50. Women forgive just as much as
a person is a person, bro. People gonna do what people do. We ain't talking about men or women. We got to get away from that man against woman fucking mentality, bro. We got to stop that shit.
It's a difference. Men that think
it ain't a fucking difference. Only a difference because you saying it's a difference. But in real life,
if you the head of the household, a woman is not.
It's not gender related.
Shut up with that stupid shit.
It's not gender related.
You know, he ain't
got
in the
nothing to do with
household. Well, first off,
caveman is the right fucking name for you, bro.
Do you view a relationship as an equal partnership?
It got to be. It got to be.
But not for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, everybody relationship ain't the same. Some people run a dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't be with a woman who I view as lesser than me. You know what I'm saying? If I don't view you as my equal, like I can't respect you equally. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I understand that the way I view this partnership, I know I don't have it all. I know in some areas I'm lacking in, and I would like my partner to compensate for me in those areas and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So
that don't mean you're not the leader because you need help from your wife. That don't mean you ain't in front.
You see,
and you ain't in charge.
Listen,
no. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I do agree. Somebody has to lead, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I disagree. Then somebody got to lead.
I'm gonna die for her. Okay. She's not gonna die for me.
Lead the family.
Work hard for her. She's not gonna work hard for me.
Lead them what? Lead them what?
What you mean lead them? Wherever you lead them to, that's leading them financially, leading emotionally, leading physically, spiritually, all that.
One at a time, fellas.
So somebody has to lead. You mean work hard and get money?
No, I mean lead. I mean be out in front. Be the head.
Out in front of what? What are you
of
leading
the family in? Of what we're trying to accomplish?
Doing what?
Where we gonna live? What? How much money we gonna save? How we planning for retirement? I'm gonna be in charge of that with my wife input. I'm gonna be in charge of where we moving. What kind of house? No, we ain't getting into cars.
Y'all gonna
I'm gonna take her feedback and her input, and I'm
not saying that. All right, quick. I'm saying leading for as okay. Me and my wife been together for a minute. And I noticed that females are very emotional, right? Mm-hmm. Guys have our moments too. But at the same time, I noticed that females will kind of buckle under pressure a little bit easier than a lot of men. So when you leading, when you a king and you telling your wife at these times that you can do it, this mental, for as mental, and preparing them to become something better spiritually, mentally, and physically, whatever that comes with, whether it's a great job, more money, car, whatever. I'm talking about leading spiritually. And sometimes it's both on either end because my wife had to pick me up. So I get you. It's equal to a certain extent, but I think men have an edge. Men can deal with a little bit more pressure.
I think niggas fake it better than women. I think men fake it better than women.
Exactly. That's true.
I think men program to act like it ain't bothering them, but knowing the whole time they racking their fucking brain trying to figure it out. So nigga, in essence, you fronting. You not necessarily no stronger, no better. You just making it look.
I think you're more emotionally sound. Like in those moments where whatever you still have the composure to come together and make a logical decision or rein those emotions in and make a decision for the family.
That's a fact.
I didn't live too long. And I done seen too many examples of both to say it's a man thing or a woman thing when it comes to emotions.
Because I know a couple cats who don't run their house, their old lady run it.
It ain't. Listen, that's not real. When I'm talking about leading, I'm talking about being the example. I'm not talking about telling nobody what to do. I'm not
Exactly.
talking about we gonna live here and we gonna live that. You ain't leading a motherfucking thing. You may be running your house, but you ain't leading no family. This ain't something that
why not? Why does not leading your family?
Why you
what
feel
you
like
carry your bills, leading in the direction where you want to go, being stable, being emotionally.
It's all encompassing.
That's a part of your family. That's about being there for your family.
That's trivial. Bills and all of this bullshit.
It's not trivial if you behind on the motherfuckers. It's not trivial if they not being paid. It's not trivial if you don't know how they're gonna get paid.
It's trivial then. It's trivial.
No, it's not. It's fucking life changing if you don't know how you gonna pay the rent. It's fucking if y'all get kicked out your relationship altering if you don't have a plan to get us out of this fucking hole.
We gonna say, Hatch, why y'all?
A big problem with people today is that they can't see no further than their motherfucking arms. They can't see no farther than that fucking bill in their hand. They can't see no farther than how much money they not making.
Right.
Okay. And when it comes to leading, that type of shit can't be in your fucking view. You got to see the big picture. Leading is the big picture. Leading is where the family gonna go. What my children gonna do? What are they gonna have? What industries are we gonna make? What things are we gonna invest right now to go forward for the future? We talking about leading. We ain't talking about paying no fucking bills here.
Now, if the man is doing that, let's say the man is doing that, right? And it's a selective situation, all right? Because some situations are different. So you're saying if the man is doing that, and there's times where he have to consistently pick up the pieces or show a different perspective just to give motivation to his spouse or his queen or his kids or his whatever have you, that's not leading.
Don't she do the same thing?
Don't pick up. That's what I'm saying. A king don't pick up the pieces. We do what's necessary. Everybody who is able-bodied and equipped to perform tasks has to perform when it is time to perform.
That's true. I agree with that.
Sometimes you might have to motivate a motherfucker to perform the task. Or sometimes you have to delegate the responsibilities.
That's part of a leader.
You take on this task, you take on this task. Like it can't just be no order of operation. It has to be some form of. It has to be a hierarchy.
Does the woman not do the same thing? Do the woman not tell you sometime, babe, let's do this? We should do it. Like
that's a part of that's a part of her participation.
Feel bad. Let me motivational speak you.
That ain't participation. It's a partnership. When you say a hierarchy, one has to be over the other. You can't when in a marriage, two became one. That's one. That's one thought. That's one mind. That's one vision. You see what I'm saying?
If you get kicked out your house, I ain't gonna blame both of y'all. I'm gonna blame you.
I don't give a fuck what you do, but I'm not gonna get kicked out of my house.
No, I'm using a man who get kicked out of his house. I'm not blaming the people in the house.
You don't have to blame anybody. It ain't about blame. It ain't about blame. It's not about blame, brother.
So I get what you're saying. So you're saying, of course, I'm on the same page. I'm just saying that I know sometimes some people may hold a little bit more weight than others for some season somewhere, depending on the situation. But
so in a married household, there is no head of the household.
I get it.
On your tax?
No, I'm talking about in like if there's an instance where you guys have to make a decision, a major decision, and she on one side, you on the other side, but we have to make a choice. It has to be A or B. We just the decision just don't get made at all. There's no.
I've never been in a situation, and I've had a lot that I'm on the fence, you on the fence. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Nah, whatever makes sense is what we gonna do, whether I like it or not. You see what I'm saying? When it comes down to partnerships and agreements, everything don't have to be your motherfucking say or your fucking.
What you saying? Whatever makes sense to you is gonna make sense to her.
No, whatever makes.
Because you said you're gonna do whatever.
Whatever makes sense to the outcome.
But she said this makes sense to me. And you said this makes sense. They all got two make sense different scenarios. How you gonna fix which one go get chosen?
So it's never a situation where your old lady operating off of emotion and you like, look, baby, calm down, let me deal with this or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying?
Not too much. Like I ain't never had to
listen.
Like
I know her. I know my wife. I know my wife enough to know that whatever decision she making or whatever,
it's a calculated
right. There's something to that. So I take into consideration everything she says.
Yeah.
When I make my decision, in the same way, she know me enough to say I'm not gonna just. He ain't gonna just say no fucking anything without putting his fucking hand on it first to see.
Come on, Hash. That ain't that simple.
When it is that simple. Who's ever more
both have two different good ideas. You can't just say my husband no good. So I'm just come on, ain't that simple?
Who's ever more equipped to handle the situation will probably run lead.
Now I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I understand. I agree with that as well.
I'm with you on that.
And I guess y'all, and I guess you're gonna tell me that it's split down the middle on y'all being equally equipped to handle.
Exactly, that's what he's trying to say. I'm automatically.
It's not that you're more equipped to handle the whole situation.
I'm saying this.
Right down the middle to where we're 50%
into the area of expertise.
Life ain't listen. Life ain't like that, bro. You got air, right? Air ain't just a mixture of this and that, just that. It's a bunch of shit. But if you don't have one thing, right, you ain't got air.
It ain't complete.
Right.
Oh, yeah, like if I can't count and she can count and we doing some shit there and with Matt.
What you even have a 50?
I'm probably gonna lean on her.
It ain't no 50-50.
You know what I'm saying?
If she got more math,
do you find yourself leaning on her more? Do you find her leaning on you more, or y'all lean on each other equally?
Right, Julie?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Nigga don't take scope. You know what I'm saying?
If she know math and you don't know math, how the hell you coming 50-50 with a math problem and she know math and you don't?
Hold on, Cleve. That's probably why you ain't with nobody right now. Because you can't quantify what you do. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to be able.
Sense.
No, you're not making sense. It ain't a 50-50. I make this much, you make this much.
No, we're talking about a decision, not no make nothing.
Say it again, Jude.
100.
That's the fucking issue. You supposed to be self-sufficient 100%.
We playing this game.
Supposed to be self-sufficient 100%. Listen to what I'm saying. So at any given time, anyone can lead based on a situation and their experience.
So
the problem what you talking about, you want to stand, you know what I'm saying? You want a dumb bitch that ain't got nothing so you can, you know what I'm saying, walk all over and do what you
talking
want.
About. We talking about somebody who's equal and you have an opinion and she, how the fuck is it a dumb bitch when y'all two smart motherfuckers?
Any bitch fucking with you is a dumb bitch.
Yes, dude, bro.
Look, hey, any bitch fucking with you is a dumb bitch, G.
Dumb nigga who thinks nigga and get whipped.
Yeah, so the thing is,
dumb shit like that. I'm the dumb nigga. We ain't had no slavery.
Yeah,
all this nigga on the chat saying some dumb shit like that, saying a book. When we reread books, but his book, the fucking book with the answer.
Ain't no book. You can't tell. Listen, you saw Roots. You saw Roots.
Nigga didn't get his ass whooped.
You saw one fucking movie, and all of a sudden, everybody.
I'm reading books.
What books you read? What book
Don't
you
worry
read?
about what book I read. I put them up
there. Name one, motherfucker. Give me one book. Give me the author.
I didn't show you.
Who published the motherfucker?
I don't know.
You full of shit. Yeah. Look, I ain't just reading nothing.
Nigga said, who published that motherfucker?
Was it McGraw?
Nigga, Julie asked the nigga, give me the reference. He told the nigga, go look up his family tree. Nigga, you got a book. Tell him.
That's the reference. That's
not
the
his family tree. You said you read something.
I'm not in his family. I'm not in his family. I'm in my family. I know what
proof
my
that
family
we didn't get
from.
our ass whipped. You had told a nigga to go look at his family tree for reference.
Who whipped your ass? Just because a boy told you you got your ass whipped?
Well, just because a white boy told you we didn't. So who to believe? Because you get your shit from a book.
Ain't no white boy told me.
You get your shit from a book
my
just like me.
I talked to my grandparents, bro. I always talk to my grandparents.
Okay, all right.
And when I was in school, and when I come home, and all that Martin Luther King shit, and they tell me, what the fuck is you talking about? Oh, Martin Luther King and the segregation. And we got, and they're like, and that was the stupidest fucking thing we could have ever did. We didn't want that shit. We lived in Louisiana. They talking about shit in fucking Alabama and all of that shit. They lumping us up with that. All of that shit was fucking bullshit.
Any nigga who try to take Harriet Tubman away is a fool.
Any nigga that gonna listen to what somebody say without going fucking look for anything themselves is a fucking fool.
I feel you on that.
Now that's the truth.
Make sure you ain't no motherfucking fool.
You heard me?
I agree.
But now I like to sum that up. I definitely agree with what you're saying. Like with the partnership, you got to have an open mind on both sides. So when that something is gotten to a point where you hit a threshold or you hit a wall, it's really not like you in charge or they're in charge, because that other person might pick up the pieces and just go ahead and make sure that the ball keep rolling. So it's like y'all as one. So I get it. And me and my wife are like that. We're like best friends. So I definitely don't undermine her if I know that she knows something a little bit more and she has a good insight on fixing the situation without negative energy or anything worse happening. Then I follow that lead. You know what I'm saying? So the lead, I think now, the way I'm looking at it is situational. You know what I'm saying? If this situation calls for you to be the lead, then you get your ass up and lead.
Ask 10 women you know who the leader of the house, the man or the woman. They're not going to say both. They're going to say the man. Ask your wife who the leader of your house. She's going to say you.
That's what we've been taught to look at it like. You know what I'm saying?
Your wife's going to look at you as the leader. She gonna put that on you.
Look, but there has times. I'm telling you, there been times,
times. Of course.
No, there are times. I do think
times, but I had to follow her lead, bro. I had to follow her lead because I ain't know her.
And she still gonna say you the leader, even though you have to follow her sometimes.
Out of respect, out of respect.
But in order to be a good leader, you have to be able to follow. That's a part of being a good leader.
You're talking to a single man. You're talking to a single man here. Look at the dynamic. Look at what Cole's saying. Look at what you saying. Look at what I'm saying, right? And look at our situation, and then look at what he talking about.
You ain't find that one yet, kid. That's all it is.
He talking crazy.
No,
you ain't find that one yet.
You ain't listening.
Hey, bro, I've been asking them for years.
That best friend,
men and women are equal.
No, we're not equal. I'm gonna die for my old lady. If somebody fucking put her hands on him, he gonna stab me.
We equal until we hear a motherfucking noise outside in the dark.
She not doing that.
We not both hopping up out the bed to go see what the fuck going on.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And we both ready too. And we both ready. Look, I'm ready. My daughter ready. My son ready. All of us ready. You know why?
Because I'm watching that movie, American Refugee.
No, because I told them they have to arm themselves and be ready to defend themselves, even in my absence.
Yeah,
that's leading. That's leading. It ain't going out there and taking the bullet for them. We all equipped.
Teach them how to survive.
Absolutely.
That's leading. I like that.
Teach them how to survive, bro. So I'm with you.
See, that's what
she about that shit. She about that shit. She'll get up too. We both get up to huh?
I said that's what I like. We get some jewels. You feel me?
You
get a little bullshit too.
Look, me
and
my
a lot
wife
of bullshit
trying to figure out who trying to break in this bitch. She ain't gonna sit down and be like, babe, go check.
Fuck no.
She up with me. And most likely my son will probably be right behind me. Like,
well, y'all right. That's probably why I'm single. I ain't found the one because we hear noise, nigga. I hop up, I grab my shit. Now, if I'm with a broad, I done been with a broad who's licensed to carry, shoot well, and everything. And if we hear noise, guess who getting up first? Me. You know what I'm saying?
Look, my old lady got a gun, and I don't. So we jump up in the middle of the night, I gotta get behind up.
No, Cole. I'm single, so the bitch I was with might ain't give a fuck if I make it back or not. You heard me?
The next one you get, Ren, the next one you get that you want to put under your wing, take her to the range, my dude.
Dog, listen. I'm on it, Hat. I'm on it. Like I like because a big thing in our community, dog, and I don't really understand it. Motherfuckers really be afraid of firearms. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like just off of a perception, though. But just off of a perception.
That's crazy.
I don't own a gun. My old lady own a gun. So nigga bust up.
You definitely ain't leading shit. Then.
Well, yeah, what the fuck you lead?
Okay,
that's why you call 911 so fucking much. Hey, that's why you call the police so much.
And say
it ain't gonna be in the back.
We do have that skit too, Hack.
Every time we talk, dog, it always come full circle and we have this moment.
Oh yeah, June. Oh, nigga, beat under his clothes, man.
So real talk, please.
I'ma still jump up first.
No, real talk. You hear some fucking
jump
shit
up and say,
coming outside.
Get him, baby. Get him,
What
baby.
you doing?
Get him.
You gonna be a man so much. You see what I'm saying?
You gonna be behind her. She leading.
I'm gonna get up first though.
That's terrible.
I'm gonna get up first.
Yeah, you gonna get up first because you heard it, babe. Get up.
Right.
Wake up, babe.
Come on, babe.
Grab your pistol. Grab the gun.
I was just joking.
I need
No, nah.
Take the lead on this one, baby.
Listen. Shouts out to you, man, bro. I love that. I love the fact that you said everybody is equipped and knows and proficient with firearms. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between life or death in that situation. Because if you the only one armed, fuck, that could go left real quick.
What if you ain't there?
For real.
What if you ain't there?
What if you get popped? What if you get popped?
Yeah.
What if it's more than one?
Yeah, that's what I'm
And your
saying.
family get overcome because you didn't prepare them, but you're talking about your leading.
Good shit. Good shit.
That's fine.
I agree.
So
I'm probably the youngest on here. So
Cleve, I'm gonna need you, Cleve, to go ahead and get you something. And
A slingshot or something, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
This is another topic, dog. I understand it. I just don't feel like I need one.
That nigga got a bell, man. If something happened, that nigga ringing the bell.
Hey!
Well, you better get a taser or something, nigga.
Or I could just live regular like my dad and my grandpa.
Look,
And never
Jules,
fucking
old
need
lady
it.
got a taser too, baby.
Oh shit. Well, you gonna take
can't
the
live
gun,
life
she
like
take the
that. You
taser
living
or
life
something,
taking
nigga.
a chance. So what if you do need it? It's
Right.
better to have it and
Hold
not
up.
need it than to need it and not have it.
You live in North Carolina. Do you know the history of North
Yeah,
Carolina?
it's racist. This is KKK headquarters.
So why the fuck you ain't got no pistol?
Because
no,
this girl got
I
one.
need one.
No,
That's
no
all. That's
shotgun.
why.
Because the
It's a
leader
personal-
got one,
it's a
baby.
personal feeling,
He's
dog.
being led properly. The
Yeah,
chick
the leader
got
got
one.
one. You heard me? The leader got one. He's straight. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, hey, they don't make men like they used to, boy. I swear to God.
Oh, man. Then stop.
Damn. I was just joking,
Then
fellas.
stop.
That's all. I was just joking.
We ain't gonna never let you fucking forget this shit. We
But
gotta
again, you know what,
we gotta
dog? You
get
made
you
a
right.
good point, though.
We gotta
Hey, you
get you
made
right.
a good point. That if you're not armed, you gotta call the police. The quick question for you, Juve, how old are you?
43.
Oh yeah,
43.
yeah.
How many times you call the police in your life for any reason?
Shit, not many.
How many times you call the police on a woman?
Oh no, I lied.
Uh-oh.
I lied.
Look, I'm sitting there waiting.
Look, Coco, I lied. Look, because I don't want to be in a predicament where I don't come home, but that motherfucker home. So I'm gonna get somebody to mediate this shit so I can peace out and be the man and keep my composure and my manhood. But I called before they're trying to get the fuck out and whatever, but not like no crazy shit.
So you've had to call have you ever had to call the police to get a female to leave your residence?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
How many times?
Probably once.
Would
Not
you say
6 or 5?
Would you say 6 times would be excessive?
Oh no. You
No, it wouldn't.
You gotta leave her alone.
No, not the same chick.
No, but you said
saying,
you
though,
called
you gotta find a
you
different
called
breed,
6
baby.
times on 5 motherfuckers. So that means one time it was a repeat call.
But you picking them wrong if you gotta keep calling them like that.
That's why.
you can't
That's
do
why you can't talk to me about
You got
no
the
legal
motherfuckers
woman.
on speed dial.
Right.
that.
That's why you don't
He
understand.
called
nothing I'm
911.
talking
What
about.
you want, Cleve, man?
Jude,
Again?
Jude.
Yeah.
That was to this shit.
If I'm tired of you tonight and you don't want to leave, what am I to do?
Oh yeah. But I mean,
Answer me.
you can put somebody out.
I'm
Huh?
gonna
You
wait.
can put somebody out.
What you mean with my hands?
I'ma wait you out.
Then she call the police on me?
But she ain't your resident. You ain't gotta beat her.
Yeah,
Well,
you gotta-
she said I ain't going nowhere.
okay.
Nigga,
You a lie. I'm
No,
big.
you said you the lead though, right?
the
Snatch
police.
Oh,
No,
oh,
you
oh,
said you the lead, you the head, right?
Yeah.
oh,
He ain't got no pistol. That's why she hit.
oh.
She put a pistol out.
Okay.
Put that
You
pistol out.
the head, bro.
I
You
ain't
gotta
going
get out of
nowhere.
there, bro.
I ain't going nowhere. Put that
And
pistol
Yeah,
look,
he
you
heading
from
straight
there?
to the fucking phone to call the police.
How you get him out of there,
From
Junior? How you got
I'm gonna
yours out
give
there,
you
bitch?
some insight too. From there,
Hello, this
look for
police.
whatever attributes she had. The next one shouldn't have that. Shouldn't have that shit. If she act like the last one you put out,
But Jude,
leave
this
her
the
alone.
man talking. Listen, this the man talking about sex on the first night. So he gonna meet him, fuck him, and bring him home.
That's not
Right.
a
He won't
way.
leave.
And then can't get him to leave. You heard?
Yeah, get a hotel.
He doing all them extracurriculars, booty
Get a
licking
hotel.
and
Don't
all
invite
that.
him into your
Right.
personal
Fucking
energy.
done ate the girl groceries, don't know our last name. Now you expect her to leave, nigga? I ain't never leaving.
You acting
Your whole
look,
face in my ass.
You acting weird
you
to
hooking
me.
him.
Why you acting weird with me?
You hooking them. Yeah.
Say, dog, that's the
You
first
looking
thing I told them niggas. I said, you can't be eating. You can't be eating.
He about to
big
call
booty
them
and making
motherfuckers down.
gumbo,
Look.
you heard me? That nigga eating booty and making gumbo. Them women
Come on,
ain't
man.
trying to go nowhere.
Oh man, look, hey, look. They say,
Man,
say
look
that
at
about
this
the
nigga. This
West
nigga
Bank
all
boys.
red, everything. Nigga fall red, everything.
They say them West Bank boys eat booty
Hold
and
on,
make
hold
gumbo
on.
good.
Y'all know,
He
y'all know,
probably
who
making a call, y'all. He
y'all
making
know
a
who this
report.
is. Yeah, this me again. Come get her.
Man, this dude here, bro.
That's
Man,
fucking
Oh,
good.
shit.
Motherfucker. Oh, what's
That's
that?
why
What you
Lee
did?
is his own man.
That's
That
terrible.
nigga.
Hey, bro.
West
Cleve,
Bank boy.
You gonna have to go to man school, Cleve.
No,
You got-
I'm 40 years old living. Feel good.
So you
Look at
saying it's
sis
too late?
laughing at you.
Hey, yeah, since you came on there laughing.
Feel.
So you saying it's too late?
No, I'm where I like what I want to be. Right there.
Shouts out to Chantel, man. That's the best hospitality I always get, man. That's
Oh
my
yeah,
sis.
love the
I love you,
tacos.
sis.
Hey, love the
Appreciate it, man.
tacos. Sis.
Pasta.
Love the tacos. She always have all the extra, accoutrement and you know what I'm saying, the cheese and the salt. Even though I don't eat cheese.
So I
I
definitely
can go back- I
understand
can go
your
back to my memory
situation,
banks
cuz like
and
when you have a woman like you
It's the
have,
pasta
you
right
feel
now.
a lot more comfortable with this being a partnership and following her lead and knowing she gonna follow your lead.
Right.
So hopefully the next time I find not even hopefully, next time I find a motherfucker, I'm going through a proper vetting
If I
process.
ask Chantel
I'm gonna
who
bring
the
them
leader
to
of her
sis
house,
and
she
see
gonna
what's
say
going on.
Corey.
Right.
You
Hey,
heard me?
whatever you do, don't fucking get him on the phone with Cleve.
Oh no. Oh
Whatever
no.
you do.
One thing you're gonna be safe with Cleve.
How, nigga, you ain't got
Why
no
you ain't got no
gun.
pistol?
You gonna
You
call
never
Nobody
be
on the
safe.
phone, the police.
Nigga, the police fucking around shoot you. I ain't doing that.
It's his willingness to take one for the team. You know what I'm saying?
But he's a thrill seeker, so that's why he's so comfortable calling the motherfucking police.
Good
That's
shit,
that
He ain't
bro.
no
thrill
thrill
Good
seeking
seeker.
shit.
He ain't no thrill seeker. He's a fucking snitch.
I'ma tell you don't want to leave. I'ma tell on you.
You gonna
One
got
shot.
a fucking side hurting, bro.
you
I
better,
can't
you
believe
better make
y'all,
sure,
bro.
you better make sure I told you. You tell him I gave him the $40 too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I paid you. I cashed you.
Damn, Florida get you in trouble every time.
bro.
Nigga leaving a paper trail, huh?
I
Bro.
can't believe y'all, man.
Oh shit, bro.
Call the police. Y'all, call the police. If they don't want to leave,
You got the wrong numbers, nigga. You got K-Man 55. It should be K-Man 50.
He ain't 911.
Oh,
No,
police.
911. Caveman 911. That what the fuck?
Gotta switch that up.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
bro. It's been good, dog.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all niggas. Y'all stupid as hell, man.
Hey, appreciate you coming on and rocking with us, Juve, bro. You made
Hey,
it.
bro. It won't be the last, dog. I've been wanting them. Come on, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I've been following y'all, looking at some stuff. Y'all been doing good things, bro. Blessings to y'all for real, bro.
everything all right.
Appreciate that.
Yo, Jude, baby, you know it's all love. Shit.
Yes, sir.
On behalf of Hatchback from Hatchback ENT, Cuzzo Ren, aka Can't Get Right, Caveman 911, my motherfucking brother Jude. I've been good. It's been a Rounds podcast. Oh, and I know I'm about to flame it up, my dog. 300 with the big T on it, man. Y'all be easy.
Yes,
Get it.